Driving everything?
She won't drive right now.
Yeah.
She's a little nervous about that, but
Still,
everything
God bless.
else.
That's
everything
wonderful.
else.
Oh, okay. The tank is also getting really limited. They're telling us in many of the matchups, especially that light lavender. Black is getting very limited. You said a different weight.
It is a lighter gram weight,
Which,
yeah.
which is a really nice, especially for layering. Going back to what you said, a little bit of an A-line frame to it. Just, I said this earlier. I always know, no matter what fabrication you do in your tanks, and I'm not just saying this. Like tanks are tricky, right?
Well, they can be very unflattering.
Very unflattering. But I always say, if you're ordering your right size, or even like again, I could do extra small or small. It's the way proportion. It's the way you have the cutting in the underneath.
And can I tell you what, Lynn? There is never a blouse that comes in from a factory, a tank rather, where it's correct. I'm like, how many millions of arms have we been cutting for? But for whatever reason, arms and the saddle in a pant. There's always going to be the saddle there. There's always going to be the are the two most difficult things to get right. And I do not know why, but that's a fact.
But your tanks,
we work it. We work it.
We
work it to make sure
I've had so many
they're
tanks
proper.
where I can't wear my regular bra, or underside.
Or you don't feel like you can't take your jacket off.
Right.
No,
exactly.
these are designed to work as a layering piece. They're part of the WynneLayers group. That means they are meant to be layered over. And I wear these underneath now in the cold. I'll wear them under a little jacket. As we move into the warmer months, I will wear them just like this in the hottest of the months.
Of course.
This is 4 seasons because it all depends on how you layer it.
Right. And this is also another HSN deal, like to complete the entire look that I'm wearing, or going back to today's special, or again, like you were saying, you would wear the tank underneath of the pullover that we had earlier with the zipper as a great layering
I'd wear
piece.
it just under a sweater, even if you couldn't see it,
Yeah.
just to add another layer of warmth.
And it's so comfortable.
I find a nice high crew. Like I'm wearing a V-neck. We'll talk about this piece in a little bit, but my favorite neckline, personally, I think of my customers, it's the V-neck. For me, I do love the look of a nice, clean, high, just really nice crew, right? Our scoops come down lower. They're great in the summer. I love them. A nice bateau neck is nice, but to me, this is a very classy, classic look.
The crew.
Yeah.
Okay, there it is in the gray. This is the chambray.
Yeah, this is we call it, what do we call it? Olive gray.
Yes.
And you've got cloud.
I've got the cloud.
And the
then
chambray.
the chambray, and then the black, the almond, and the light lavender.
There you go.
So pretty. That's the whole palette, making up the design. We'll show it to you. And I have it tucked in. This is a great length. A lot of times tanks, too, are like 23 inches.
I just hate when they grab me right here, because I'm uncomfortable. And I sit down, and if I feel there's no sweep on the tank, I feel like when I sit down, I look like, I'm married to the Michelin Man, and we're appropriately matched. And it just doesn't work for me.
And this is about 25 inches in length. So Josie, who is in the almond, she's again petite, and so you can see it's coming down a little bit longer on her. I'm a petite, same exact height. I have mine actually tucked in. And then Simi also is wearing it tucked in. So it's that fabrication. It's a rayon poly spandex blend that is not heavy, it's not chunky. It's just that beautiful buttery soft. It's that wonderful 4-way stretch. It's many of you have been calling back and getting more than one color because you know and you're familiar with Marla's tanks in general, but also this wonderful scuba knit. It's the first time Marla has done scuba knit as a today's special. We thought, let's do it in the ultimate classic pant that could be dressed to the nines, that could be casual and fun and updated, and you feel like, honestly, more comfortable than in your favorite sweatpants. That's, again, the smoothing effect and the beautiful lines that you get. Our blazer is almost sold out in all sizes. It's a quick update in that scuba knit, in that light lavender. So that's kind of falling into play in the matching tank where it's getting very limited. Also in our best value of the day in all sizes. So it's that perfect, again, little crew neck, as Marla was saying, was actually one of her favorites. I always love Marla's tanks because first off, obviously the versatility. You have that longer length at 25 inches in length and that perfect cut. So yes, you're never embarrassed to take off your jacket. You know, you're gonna see your undergarments and that's not gonna happen. It's a wide enough upper on the top here that it's not constantly falling over. I know they're like little silly things, but it makes all the difference in the world. And the other great thing is the ease of care. When you feel this fabric, it's like, oh geez, you know what? That is really, you know, fine fabric. I bet I have to have it dry cleaned. Absolutely not. This is just as easy as all the other fabrications that Marla brings to us. Throw it in the washing machine. You can lay it to, you know, hang it to dry, or even, as Marla said, just dry it low. So no problems. Traveling, ideal. It's wrinkle-free. As far as, again, being constrained by any way, even with the lining inside of the blazer, you can see that it has that wonderful stretch to it that has become absolutely beloved. So that's why we really, I know Marla and our buyers and their team really sat down and said, let's do it today special for everyone. All sizes, all ages, everybody's gonna love. So we thank you again to the thousands and thousands of you who have ordered our best value of the day, and these are the matching pieces. Item number 889234. I mentioned earlier too that we have a weekly deal drop, and I know this has been wildly popular because it's one of our favorite silhouettes that Rhonda has brought to us, and many different fabrications, and we're